No, not
Okay, you start the recording. So any new news from IIT BHU that I should hear?
In research field, there is one like
Oh, very
uh,
nice.
yeah, Rajesh Upadhyay sir invented some hydrogen related top project was his, and he
Okay.
invented one. Um, I'm not very clear about it. If Gautami, you
Okay.
know well, you can go ahead. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So when you, I mean, not a regular college start. So did you get a chance to visit in even once or twice in between the COVID situation to the college, or you guys haven't been there since 2020?
like a few people organize trips, college trips, especially only for visiting college. And
Okay, only for trips.
yeah, only
Yeah,
yeah.
like we did ourselves, like we informally, we students managed. Like there
Okay.
was not any formal uh, call to us to be back in campus or like since admission.
Not yet.
No, sir.
No,
Oh my God. And there is some expected date that maybe in this semester or next semester.
Like
Hmm.
it was
No
there
news.
before. Um,
Okay.
they will call us before the starting of the sem which is going on. But since
Hmm.
Omicron hit it and we are back again at the same pace.
So how is online classes going on? I mean, starting I know it is very difficult, but now after that, after 6 months, people got used to it. And at my time, internet was not that good at our campus, so we have to wait for YouTube video to buffer. So that was very bad at that time. I don't know what is the situation now.
So like it's many people of us have installed Wi-Fi, like have
Hmm.
taken Wi-Fi and all. Like in
Okay.
while in the institute, sometimes professors face difficulties in
Okay.
this, but like it's okay now. Like they
Hmm.
have good connections regarding and
Very
like
nice. It should be. I
like
mean, internet connection is very necessary these days. A good internet connection with a good bandwidth. Hmm. Okay, so please tell me whenever we are going to start. So
okay.
maybe it will be good if we can finish by 2:45. If it, I mean, if some buddy wants to extend it, then I can extend it for maybe 10 minutes, but I would prefer by to end it by 2:45.
I
Okay,
think
then yeah,
yeah.
we should start then.
Yeah.
O- Okay, so hello, sir. I am Ayushi Yadav, host for the session from Chemical Part 2. I, along with my co host Gautami, will be moderators for the session today. So, everyone, let me introduce our guest today. He is Mr. Deepak Gupta, sir, and he is our esteemed alumni who graduated from Chemical Engineering in 2014, pursued PhD and MTech from IIT Bombay. Now he has got a postdoctoral job position at Pennsylvania State University, USA, which he will join in few months. He secured All India rank of 155 in GATE 2014. So we would like to welcome you, sir, on behalf of Student Counseling Services, IIT BHU.
Thank you, Ayushi, for this kind introduction. So, in this session, I will be see. It has been kind of 8 years for me, so I do not remember every little details of how did I prepare, what chapter, which chapter I studied from which book. But I will give you overall feedback, and maybe firstly I would like to keep this session as mostly interactive because the students must have few questions I would like to answer, and it is not kind of a lecture because see when I will say something about the gate examination, you guys already know about it and what books to refer and all. So I'll just put up a few lines and then I'll stop, and then you please ask me whatever you want to ask. Okay. So first of all, I'll start with how did I start for GATE preparation. So it was in November, or November end or November mid in 2013. It was my last year, first semester. So there we were preparing for placements and all. Like always, the placement session was about to start, but my rank in my class was not that good. So, and the placements were extremely at that time it was not that good scenario. I mean, most of them were placed, but if I have a rank of under 10, then my scope is very good in good chemical companies, or let's say in analytics and many things. But my rank is around above 30. Yes. So, and I know that I do not want to. I did not want to do any uh, desk job, which I do not have any idea. It doesn't include any chemical engineering. So, and it was a heading. It was going to. I was going to get that. I kind of got that idea that the students of upper rank are going to get a good job. So I did not want to settle with that. So I because of that reason I started preparing for gate exam to go into BPCL, HPCL, or into MTech. So I actually my intern, second and third year intern, was in institutes for a research project. So I got a good taste of research in while in BTech. Okay, so there was a large portion in my mind that wanted to go for research, but I was not sure. As usual, we are not sure in our BTech what we are going to do in future. So I wanted to do research, but as usual, peer pressure and all, they were all going to job and having good packages and all. So in research, when you do MTech, you will not earn that much money and all. But gradually, the cloud got cleared, and I saw that I can do research more, and in related to chemical engineering or any interdisciplinary department. And I should admit that one part was because I didn't get very good job. That is, I will admit that. So on placement, and I did not try off campus. I did not try any job off campus, and on campus also around one or two interviews I gave, and then I understood that it is not right now cup of my tea. So I started for preparing gate exam, and few of my friends also, we started preparing gate exam. We used to go libraries for hours and hours and study there. And first of all, it is 22nd January, and I think gate exam is after a month or so. Is it this year? What is the date of gate exam this year? Do you guys know? Anybody?
That's on
I guess it's 7th Feb.
7th Feb. Okay, so not many days are remaining. So I wish we had this session a little bit early, so that whatever feedback I will give you, you can adopt it. So I started studying all these uh, subjects like mass transfer, heat transfer, and the books that our institute refers are best. And I did not need to go to any other book, but I surely joined test series. So I will highly recommend everybody, whoever is preparing for gate, please join a test series. So I joined gate forum, and so once decided that I will do gate exam, I will write gate exam and go for research in future, then it was very clear for me, and I just dedicated all my time for preparing gate exam. So please, if you are decided that you will write gate exam, so please do not uh, linger here and there whether we should go for it, or we will do any other job. So if you have decided, then please go ahead. And in last month it becomes a little bit hectic because the syllabus is too much, and you need to revise it 2 3 times. That seems kind of impossible in the last month, because till November December we were, I mean, I was not sure whether I should write or not. I should give GATE or not. So if you are decided, then please give all of your time to this exam, and this all the theory part you can refer to the books that are adopted in IT BHU, like mass transfer, Tribal, and McCabe Smith and all. But I will recommend you, do not, I mean, see, you will get an interest in chemical engineering because you are now preparing for an national exam. But please do not indulge yourself completely to understand every other thing in chemical engineering. Some students got this. Some students get this idea that, oh, now we are getting a little bit more understanding of chemical engineering because we have wasted first and second year in this and that. So right now we are getting very good understanding. So let us go deeper. So please do not dive deep into everything at this point of time. The important thing is to prepare for exam, so focus on it. If you are clear about a concept, then it is fine, and if you are not clear about a concept, then please read it from internet, from books. If it is not clear, then discuss with your friends, make notes. The most important thing is, please make notes of every subject. I'm not sure whether the time it is right or not, but uh, at least write down all the formulas which are going to be used in solving the questions. At least write down all the formulas in, let's say, heat transfer, different formulas, and mass transfer, whatever they are going to ask in calculation part. So in generally in our BTech second year, third year, we have all these subjects, but we are not used to solving numerical problems. We have a practice of learning things, theory, concepts, and all, but solving numerical problems, we do not have that much experience. So please practice. I mean, try to solve as many questions as you can, and that's why I recommended to have a test series. And please continue, do the tests regularly. If you cannot do one at each, I mean one every day, please do alternate days, 3 hour test. I think it is 3 hour also for now. So please write all these online tests and practice sessions. So the important thing I noted while writing the online test series, online exams, is practice exams. So when we practice these exams, we get what the important practice we should do is switching from one subject to another within a very quick span of time. So when we study different subjects, let's say this week I will study mass, or this whole day I will study mass transfer, tomorrow I will study heat transfer, then our whole mind is solving the mass transfer and reminding all the concepts. But when you practice online test series, so it gives you same environment as the exam environment. And please do not do at any place where you get disturbance. Please go to some room, or if you are at home, or if you are college, then please go to library. We used to go to library, that's what, very silent. And there the online test series give you very good experience or practice to switching between different concepts, from CRE to mass transfer to mathematics, because all the questions are like shuffled in that paper. So please practice as many online tests as possible. Okay. And please do not um, uh, judge yourself by the scores that you get in the starting test series, because that might not be very good. And whenever you get a question that you could not answer, make a tick on it and read the complete theory in that book immediately after the test. Okay, so in whichever question you find difficulty, please read the theory immediately after the test and do not delay it. And that's why the test series are there. So I will recommend doing as many tests. Maybe you can do 2 tests per day. I mean, it will be good if you are prepared for a 5 or 6 hour test. Then a 3 hour test will be very child to you. Will be a very easy for you. Okay, so I used to do that, and my friends also used to do that. So we used to sit for like 4 and 5 hours continuously for a test series, or we will start another test, another practice test, so that we, sitting for 3 hours giving test also needs uh, consistent concentration in front of the screen, and so that is very important. So please do all these practice for more than 3 hours, so that final 3 hour exam will not be difficult for you, will be easier for you. Okay, so that is the main thing I would like to tell you, that doing online test series was very helpful for me and for my friends as well, and everybody uh, uh, took that. And yes, so because you can have different test series. I mean, you can share with your friend. So the what should I say? Every test series give a 3-4 paper summary of every chapter, or let's say a topic, and that is very important. Before exam or just after waking up every day, you just take a look at it, and uh, mostly those formulas you will be using in solving the problems, not the actual theoretical explanation they will need. Okay, so try to revise the formulas as frequent as you can. And another important aspect is mathematics. Please practice mathematics as well. Do not take it as very light, and because generally we tend to see the questions in mathematics section are very easy, so we think that, oh, we can do it very easily. So please don't think that like that. Please practice regularly as you are practicing other chemical core subjects, because mathematics is 100% scoring section. You cannot afford to miss any question in mathematics section. Please practice good, and you can actually score 100% in math section, and do not think of losing any question in that, because that is where you will get all your numbers. I mean, certainly. Okay, and there were other topics which were not taught us in our core subjects, and so I'm sorry I do not remember them, but I think it was recycle, bypass, or energy balance or something. I'm not sure. But please carefully study all of these, because we think that the main part was something that we studied in our IIT BHU, but these other parts, energy and combustion, are not that very important. But please do not think so, because for GATE exam, the people who make the exam, they try to include everything, and they know that these kind of these topics are not taught in colleges, so they deliberately put all these extra things. Necessarily, 1 or 2 questions will be there. So. Um so that's it. I'm not sure whether uh, I should talk more, and I do not have much to tell at this point of time. So let us have some comment or some question from the audience, and I'll try to answer that.
Okay, sir. Till then, they are asking question. I would like to
Okay.
ask that what is the importance of CPI in GATE examination and future endeavors of life?
Okay. So GATE examination doesn't need your CPI anything. So you can have a 4 CPI of 4 or 10, whatever, you can write GATE exam. But the main thing is what happens after you get the result, what line you want to choose. So I did not go for MNCs. I did not go for the companies, oil companies, and there some of them have not all of them. Mainly, see, all these MNCs, no, they just need your GATE rank. So mine was 155, so I was not eligible for many of the MNCs, but it is fine because I got called for interviews and as well. But I got the result from IIT Bombay, so I selected immediately. I chose immediately that, and I did not go for any other MNCs. But this CPI is not that important at this point of time. If you have a good GATE score, let's say you have a 10 or 20 GATE score, and but you should have a reasonable CPI. See, you cannot have a CPI of 4 or something, 4 or 5, and because that may prevent you getting in good companies. So having a CPI of greater than 8 is very good, but generally Mostly we do not have that. So CPI greater than 7 is also good. Nobody is going to judge on that. Provided you have a, I mean, average is 7, right? So you can have a CPI of 7 and go for MNCs. There is no problem in that. They do not filter you out on the basis of average CPI. I do not know about the CPI of very less, let's say 5 or 4.5. I do not know about that. Maybe they have a rule behind the bars or unwritten rule that we will not take students of that much low CPI. But in MNCs, you do not have any filter which will prevent you from the job only based on CPI. You must have a good gate rank and you will get the part, you will get the job. Okay. One more thing I want to add. If anybody, I'm not sure at this point of time, mostly do not intend to do MTech or join any research institute. But if anybody is going to do that, their CPI is a little bit of importance. So my CPI was 8.08. I was just on the boundary. So I got lucky in my fourth semester that my overall CPI was 8.08. So I got a direct admission in MTech in IIT Bombay, because there was a another rule that if you are a BTech from another IIT, then they will directly take you. They will not filter you out of gate rank. So they will, if you are a BTech from IIT and you have a CPI of greater than 8, then they will take you based on a written interview and an oral interview. So if you are going to research institute or academic institute, then you need your CPI to be good. But still, if you are getting called for the interview, then the whole thing depends on your interview. The first filter may be CPI in academics, but not for in job. I think I can
Okay.
answer. I did answer.
Yeah, so sir, which you said that like if you are from another IIT, then they'll take you on the basis of CPI. So
Yes.
whether this is going on still in today's date also?
Yes, it is there. It is there. So it has not been changed yet. So if you have a good CPI of greater than 8 and you have a decent gate rank, then they will take you. I mean, and the gate rank is not required at all. They will just ask you for written test and interview if you have CPI of greater than 10 and you are from an IT.
Okay, sir. So in this question, like according to you, which is more better option, pursuing MTech from IITs or getting jobs in PSUs after clearing GATE exam?
It depends on what is your ultimate goal. See, if your ultimate goal is getting a job somewhere in companies or in maybe analytics company or in compute, like say programming job, then please do not go for MTech, because in MTech you will do you will again do some courses, advanced courses. So in chemical reaction engineering, mass transfer. So you will have to do advanced mass transfer, advanced chemical reaction engineering. So I had interest and I did not have any problem. But after 2 years of MTech, you will be again in a situation where you will be hunting for a job. You will sit in placements and you will sit in the presentations of companies and you will give your interviews, written exams and all. And I must say the placement is not very good. I mean, it is not better than IIT Bombay BTech placements. I'm not comparing MTech to MTech. I'm comparing MTech from IIT Bombay to BTech from IIT BHU about the placement thing. So I did not find much difference. Here also students were struggling and there was a lot of competition for jobs. Even after doing MTech, they were ready to do any core job or any programming job, because there were not many core jobs. So I'm suggesting you, if you are aiming for a job, core job, then go for MNCs. The money is good and you will get to have an industrial experience of the chemical engineering concepts, or maybe not, because many jobs titles are for management or for marketing and all. So it depends where you land upon. And if you are aiming for such jobs, please do not go for MTech. But if you have a little bit of confusion that you can go into academics, you can go for a PhD maybe. Then, or you can just want to do research, or you want to explore things in your life. You're not sure about what you are going to do. Then you can go for MTech. There is no problem. I will highly suggest, if you have any interest in doing research, And the another, in my case, I was not interested in doing the jobs, so I was neutral about the academics, but I was opposed to all these programming jobs and analytics. I did not want to do that because I thought I did my chemical engineering BTech, so there will be no use. I will have to start from scratch. That is not for all my friends. That is not the case for all my friends. They did job and they did MBA after that. They did very good. Um, but I can also say, I can also suggest you can go for MTech, and side by side you can write GATE exam again if you think you should go for MNCs and you did not clear this time. So prepare for another year, and people do that. People come here for as a to take experience. They are not sure about doing research or whatever, so they come here for MTech. They do for 1 year, and some of them cannot cope up, and they think that I have studied enough in my life and I will go for a job. And some of them find very interesting because IIT Bombay has very interesting, very good research facilities. I was lucky, I got a very good professor. They have a lot of funds in lab and very important and advanced techniques. So I was very lucky to get these all these and if you do not get a very good professor, but the research facilities at IIT Bombay is very good, and mainly in other old IITs. Like I'm not sure about the BHU research facilities because I did not find them very good. But if comparing with IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and all, the research is going on very good. And in new IITs as well, IIT Guwahati, IIT Gandhinagar, they are accelerating at a very good speed. So if you have a little bit of interest in research, I will suggest you at least go for MTech. And if you are against, I do not want to study anymore, then please do not go for MTech. It will be waste of your time and the resources of the institute as well.
Okay, sir, that was a very good answer. There's a question like, what will you prefer for job, public sector or private sector, like PSUs, or will you prefer MNCs over that? What will be your opinion?
I'm not the good person to answer that because I'm not in any kind of these jobs. Okay, so I think you guys are having other sessions with other students as well who are in the job. I'm in academics, so I have done MTech, and after MTech I've completed my PhD, and I'm going to do the postdoctorate as well. So which is a also I will have a project of research, and I will do all these research things, and I will mostly land up as a professor. So I'm sorry, I mean, if you ask me which job is good, I will say nothing is I mean, nothing is good for me because I did not take any private job. I did not take any MNCs. So that there was a reason that I did not go for private jobs, because I wanted to first explore things in my life. That actually, what did I want? I did not want to end up in a job because there was no other option. In BHU, there was the placement season was not going very good. So it was like beggars can't be choosers. So I was there just to give me a job, like any kind of job. I was not ready for that. I wanted to have a decent job which I like. It should not be like I did not have anything, then I go for this job. At that time, that was my state of mind, and I'm happy that I chose this academics line, and I'm happy with now. But with this now, but I'm not sure whether I will go for any private job or MNCs. MNCs might be good because it is related to chemical engineering, and I'm a guy of um, like in academics, and so I will prefer to do my work which is related to what I study. Okay, so that is my opinion, and there are more than 90% of people who land up in private jobs, and I'm sure you can contact them and ask their feedback.
Okay, sir. Uh, so we have another question. Like, people wonder about that. Like, what projects did you take when you were in college, and like, how did you those projects helped you?
Okay, um, in my second year, um, first of all, let me tell you honestly, I did not have any contact in industries. So many of my friends had some of their father's contact, or some of them, so they got a intern in industry. So I did not have that. So I tried industrial internship in May, June. We have a holiday. Everybody go for internship. So after my second year, I went NCL Pune, National Chemical Laboratory Pune, and there I was ready for anything because I did not know what to do. I was just there, please take me, and I will do any kind of project. But there the experience was very good. They gave me virtual simulation of graphene, and they asked me to make a setup of having a graphene tube rolled around, and one side there was a water and the other side there was nothing, and I need to see the simulation of water going inside the nanotubes. So the main aim I'm the ultimate aim I forgot, and many things I forgot now. But the thing is, I got a taste of research, how we proceed for a problem. If we have a big problem, let's say we want to cure cancer, then we have to first meet thousands of small problems, how to design a drug, how to inject a drug, how to make sure that that if we provide 100 milligrams or 100 micrograms, then if only 1 gram will reach the cancer site, what happens at the cancer site? So there are thousands of problems that we need to solve before solving the ultimate problem, and many things I got to know when I took these research projects. So my guide in NCL Pune was very happy with me because I firstly I in 1 month I completed whatever task was given to me, and then I helped a PhD as well, because she was struggling with something and I helped to solve that, and it did work. So she was very happy and she encouraged me that you are in second year of your BTech and you should go for research if you have a little bit of interest in research, and she encouraged me very good. So I remember that is the one of the reasons that I again did a research job after my third year. So when my third year was finished, I got research intern in IICT Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad, and there Professor Sridhar was my guide, and there I got to have experience on experimental setup. So that was my first experience on independent project on of mine, independent project of mine, and I made the hollow fiber membranes to filter kitchen wastewater and to get a pure water from that. So that was a water separation project, and the setup was very good. I got a very good experience in chemicals, how to proceed with your own project, how to design solution, and I discussed with my professor that we do this kind of experiment, that kind of experiment. So that experience really helped me deciding that I can go for research in my life, and that is one of the reason that during placement session immediately I realized that this with this all these practices and all these interviews or these kind of job I might not be comfortable with. So, and I was comfortable in doing the research, so I went for that, and I got a very good project in MTech. That is why my guide is excellent here. My guide is excellent, and that is why I converted my MTech into MTech plus PhD integrated dual degree program, and I am happy that I did that. Yeah, so that was my experience of research.
That is very good to know, sir. And like your you said like you did external projects. So what were the projects which you like did from IIT BHU only? Like it must be some exploratory project and UG projects. So how you selected those projects or the topics?
Uh, in IIT BHU, I did not do much independent projects because one project I joined in Professor PK Mishra's lab, and a PhD was there, Dr. Pradeep. So he was working on fungus. He was working on growing fungus to treat oil waste, something like that, and I helped him. So from industrial waste, it's a mixture of all different kinds of oils, and he was preparing a fungus which eats up the toxic oils that should not go into the water bodies. So that fungus can help in treating the excrete, I mean whatever is coming out of the toxic industries. So that was a project, and I just helped him in preparing and doing the experimental setup. So that was not independent project, I can say, because he was leading everything and he was telling me what to do and what not, and I did all the some of the experiments. So but I can say that I did not have very continuous or very vast experience of research in IIT BHU. And all these BTech projects, and BTech projects are we do not do them. We did not used to do them very sincerely. Yeah. I'm sorry to say that, but BTech projects that we get from our faculties, so that I do not remember that we did it very sincerely. Some, I mean, कुछ hero होते हैं हमेशा. They do it very sincerely, and we used to take help from them. And my independent research for the interns in my second year and third year, my internship was very good. They helped me, but not very much experience I got in IIT BHU in research area.
Okay, sir. So there's one more question. Like, how important is GATE score while applying for foreign universities for higher studies?
They don't care about gate score. No. If you
Okay.
are if you are going for foreign universities for masters or PhD, they don't know about gate exam at all. They just want to know you. And I must say, because I just got a offer of postdoctoral fellowship in USA, so they will screen you throughout. They will not judge you based only upon your scores, GRE scores or anything. I mean, GRE scores are always necessary, yes, and because that is the first filter you will get into any of the foreign universities. So they will interview you. They will take an interview once or twice, and they will they actually want to see your whole approach of towards problems, and are you able to do your independent research. They just do it by taking interview. So if you have a good gate score, it doesn't matter. That's all. And prepare for I'm not sure about everybody, but if you have a little bit of problem in English speaking, then please work on it. If you are going for foreign universities, please a little bit work on communication skills, because there if you get stuck and if you're not able to explain your feelings, or if you're not giving good answer, you have in your mind but you can't translate, so that is a very big problem. In India, we get to see that we can explain in Hindi, अरे sir इसको ऐसे कर देंगे तो हो जाएगा. तो you can do very easily in Hindi, but when you just trying to translate in English, it becomes sometimes very difficult. I'm not sure about everybody, but some students still lack this skill, but please work on the communication skill if you are going for foreign universities.
Yeah, that answers very well, sir. And like most of us are confused about taking open electives HULM courses. So like what's their importance in GATE? And like can you please suggest something in this regard?
Sorry, elective courses for GATE exam. Importance of elective courses for GATE
Yeah.
exam.
Huh.
So,
Now
which
we'll
kind
be
of
having like minors, kind of
okay?
minors we can say. Like minors are deep starting of different subjects. Like we'll have minors for 2020 batch, but like the third years and fourth years they had open electives. So what's their importance in GATE exams, and what will you suggest those who will be choosing their minors in third years?
So, minors, like, can you please give me an example?
Like suppose if I am from chemical engineering, then also I can opt like I'll have a degree in minor for some
Okay, minor
another.
degree. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So that, see, if you are writing a GATE exam in chemical engineering field, then it only depends on how you answer your how you answer the questions that come up in the exam. It doesn't matter you have a minor degree in MBA, or you have a minor degree in computer science. If you want to give a GATE exam in computer science and you have a minor degree in computer science, it can help, but there is no relation in that, getting electives and having minors. You can have a vast experience of different fields, yes, that is good, but if we are going for MNCs, they are really focused on your GATE score and your understanding of some chemical engineering concepts. If you have a minor degree in other mechanical department, they don't care.
Okay, so like some third year has question like whether it is beneficial for them to appear in GATE exam. Like now it's applicable that third years can also appear. So it will be beneficial or not? And like
Okay. So there are two things. First is third year is the most hectic year in all the 4 years. So you might not have a significant amount of time for your GATE preparations, but if you have, you can always write it. And see, if you want to go for MNCs or if you want to go for MTech, then please see their rules. If I have a GATE score, if I write GATE exam in 2022, then that institution should accept it for, let's say, next 2 years. If it doesn't, if it needs fresh GATE score for every admission, then there is no point of giving GATE exam now. But mostly MNCs take GATE score of at least 3 years back, 3 years or 5 years. I'm not sure, sorry, but if you can always check. All these things are available on internet now. So if it is valid for 3-4 years, then you can give. But if the place that you are targeting only accepts the latest GATE exam score, then there is no point of going for that.
yes, sir. So like as you earlier told that in foreign internship they don't care about GATE score, but still whether any opportunities are there, like if one scores well in GATE, so they hire. Are there any foreign internships?
There may be, but not that I know of. They because GATE is a national exam, no. So it is like you have a good IIT rank and you want to take a BTech or bachelor some other in university in US, and you show your IIT report card that please take my, as a bachelor student I have a good IIT score. They don't care about that IIT score there. So it is totally unrelated. If you have a good GATE score and you have an opportunity which is related to core chemical engineering department there in the foreign university, then you can explain to them that I have given this exam. It is recognized, it is recognized all over my country, and this exam has all these chemical core subjects, and I have excelled in all these subjects, so I'm a good fit in your company. So then they might consider. But plainly on GATE score, they do not know about GATE exam, or they don't care about that. You have to explain the importance of what you did. That is all.
Okay, sir. And like I have another question, like how did the college course curriculum, like as you earlier told, but how did you manage college studies along with GATE preparation and other activities, co-curricular activities like club activities, etc.? How you
Okay.
manage those? Yeah.
So it was difficult. So I am repeating that it is late that we are holding this session. We are holding it very late, and but those 2-3 months were very hectic, and it will be for everybody who is preparing for any kind of such exams, because as you said, we have to take care of our studies as well. But most of the core chemical engineering subjects, I mean, we covered it in 3 years, and the first semester of fourth year. So it is the last semester, right? In the fourth year students, it is last semester, and there is relatively lesser load from our course subjects. But you have to divide your time wisely, and you have to follow your schedule. First, make a schedule that you need to study this concept or this subject today from this, let's say from 3 to 6 p.m., and make a schedule. And after 6 p.m. you have to complete all the class related homework or class related test. You need to prepare for that. So at this point of time, you should start making schedule and following them. That is the first idea. And do not spend much time into social media. That is the another main point I did. So I just switch off the internet of your phone. That is the best way to kill the mood. I mean, kill the mood of having a social media around you. Just make sure you do not have an active internet connection around you, then you will have a good focus on your work. And these are the two things. Don't don't deviate to any other thing, and you can hold your sports a little bit, because this is the last month, so club activities and all, I will suggest you please hold them for a month, because gate exam is important at this point of time. Maybe your friends are going for other companies and all, and you think that it is okay, ऐसे ही exam है, it is okay, we will do it side by side में कर लेंगे, but ऐसा नहीं है. Please focus it completely at this point of time in last 20 or 30 days. I will suggest, it is difficult to manage all the club activities, sports and study. So do what is actually necessary. You can hold your sports or other curricular activities for a while, and please focus on this. Yes.
Okay, sir. So, any last suggestions or recommendations you want to give those who are preparing for GATE or who are going to give exam?
Lastly, I would like to say, it is not very difficult exam if you have your preparations right. And many times during the preparation, it will look like a mountain, that we have a lot to revise, and whatever we studied 2 months back, because there are many courses. So if you studied some course to some subject to 2 months back, and you tend to forget it completely. So please do not panic, and try to revise as much as you can. And the last thing is, it's not that difficult if you are good, if you have good preparation. So please try to prepare with your full heart, and make a schedule, follow it. Just follow it for a couple of weeks, because it is a few weeks from now, and you can have sports, or you can have breaks later. Please do not take long breaks. Take very short break, 15 minutes, 30 minutes break, and it will be very easy for you if you have a good preparation. So please do not think that it is going to be very big exam, and I am not prepared because it is only 20 days remaining, and I am starting now, and I will not be able to prepare in 20 days. It is not like that. Make notes, make your proper note. Do not depend on the notes that we make in our classes, BHU classes. So those notes are different. You make your own notes, write all the formulas and summary of every concept and subject, and it will be very helpful in your last days of revision. Yeah, so don't panic, and don't have any fear, because this exam is not that difficult. Just it needs your consistent preparation, consistent dedication to your test series, online test series, and your revision. That's it. It will require nothing else.
Any mistakes which you did and you will like to say that? Hmm.
Yes, that is important thing you reminded me. So what I did is, there were some new things which we need to study for, specifically for GATE exam, which are not covered in our BHU classes, in chemical, in core subjects as well. There are few things, so I left them. I did not prepare for them because there was not much time for me, because maybe I started late, or I thought that I will not be able to do that in time. So I did not go for new concepts. I did not go to learn for new things. I remember that I left them because I wanted to prepare. I wanted to practice what I already know, as compared to learning new things and uh, forgetting everything. So I just focused on practicing the things that I already knew, and left the other things. So if you have time, I advise you, please cover all things. I mean, you can leave one or two things, that is for sure, but try to cover all things, because they, in GATE exam, at least one or two questions will be there, which you will think that this I could do, just I had to read 1 or 2 pages. So if there is no time at all, then you can leave one or two topics, but I left many of them. So that was a mistake I did. So please do not leave many topics. You can leave one or two, but not many.
As you said that you might started late, you felt. So,
Mhm.
according to you, what should be the correct time to start preparation of
As
GATE?
soon as you can. as soon as you can. The only thing that prevents you is your decision, because for GATE exam we I mean, I did not. I had a confusion of going for academics or for going for private jobs, so that's why I started late. But once I decided that I will go for this exam, then I did my best. Um, so if you have if you have an idea that you will write GATE exam, then please start from the last second semester. I mean, for the start of fourth year, just have a mind. Do not start in the fourth year July, because there is no I mean, nobody does that. So start from September, October gradually, and you should completely start in November, and in December it will be very high time, and in January it is unskippable. You cannot skip any day in January, and in February there will be exam. So ideally 3-4 months will are ideal for it, but if you are starting late, there is no problem. I started late, and I did not do very bad. And if you have a 2 months I mean, very hard uh, practice every day, if you do hard practice every day for 2 months, then it will also do good. But generally it doesn't happen. We have many distractions. So please give your self a margin of 3-4 months. That will be good for you.
Okay, sir. So everyone, we are open for questions. If you have any question, then you can unmute or write in the chat box.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, did you apply for DRDO?
uh, DRDO.
Like not DRDO internship, but DRDO recruitment using GATE score.
No, using GATE score, no, I did not apply for that. Hmm.
So like I've seen that DRDO recruit some of the branches, but not a chemical, but they have they cover some fields. But I found one like related to chemical. It is a simulation and life science. So I found only one topic related to chemical.
But do they take chemical engineers?
Mm, no, I guess, but our Devdeep sir told that you can go, but it's not
Yeah,
written that.
DRDO is itself a difficult thing to enter. If you are not in the stream they want, let's say they want a petroleum guy, or they want some electrical guy. So if you're from chemical engineer and their subject is somewhat related to chemical engineering, then you can apply for it. You have an interview, you explain things to them, and they might take you. But at my time also there was nothing for a chemical engineer, so I did not apply there. If you have anything, please apply. Please do not prevent it. I'm just thinking whether they will take a chemical engineer or not. That is the only worry. If they do not filter you out, if you write a good cover letter, or whatever is the application process, and they take you and they ask you for interview, then please explain to them you have a very good interest and how you are suitable for their candidature. Then they might take you. But for me it was not an option, because they did not have anything for a chemical engineer.
So actually, I found a domain like in simulation and life science, which is related
Mhm.
to our branch. So I thought that they might recruit
So,
us.
you go ahead with this. No, you see how to apply for this position, and see if they have a hard filter of engineering stream. So, if they have a hard filter that the student should be from mining, or should be from metallurgy, or maybe from petroleum, or whatever. If they have a hard filter, then you cannot enter. But if they did not say anything in their on their website, on the brochure, then you can enter. No, then you can apply for it.
Sir, like we have our course fluid in semester one, so we
Mhm.
can use like air as a fluid, and they cover a topic aeronautics.
Okay.
So can we apply for that? Like we not only deal in liquids, like in fluids, air also is there. So we
Yes,
can apply
sure.
for aeronautics.
Sure. Why
Combining
not? Why
some
not?
branches, we can do some project,
Mhm.
not only in chemical.
Yes, why not? Why not? The only thing is, just like you told me that you have a fluid mechanics experience and some Bernoulli equation and all, many things you must know. And you can explain your suitability to them. If they allow you, then it is highly likely then you can enter there. And provided that you are searching in detail, just like you told me that they have a aeronautics opening or something project like that, then it is good that you, yeah, so it is good that you are searching for these things in detail, and write email to them and apply wherever you can. And if there is no hard filter for a chemical engineer, then you can please go for interview and have a chat with them.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Anyone else wants to ask any question? I guess we don't have further questions. So
Okay.
I would like to extend a vote of thanks to you, sir, for giving your precious time, and guide students for preparing, or those who are interested in preparing for GATE. It was a wonderful session, and like it was very helpful for student community. So I would like to present a presentation for you. Gautami, can you please present that?
Is
Yeah,
my
it
screen
was.
not visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah, so thank you so much, sir, for joining us and giving your valuable inputs.
Thank you so much. This poster is very beautiful. You made it?
No,
Uh,
content and design team made this.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much. Yeah. So one last thing, just before I leave, wherever you have a center, no GATE exam center, so please go at least one day before. I mean, have your hotel booked or whatever relatives you have there. Please go at least 1 or 2 days before. If you can, just please go 2 days before, because these days while traveling, or you can do this. I'm really sorry. You can do this by at your home, right? There is no center this year, is
Yeah,
it?
I guess it will be online only.
It will be
No
online.
matter.
Oh, that it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. In my at my time, I had to go to Allahabad and other places to. Okay, yeah. So very nice to have you guys. To have a chat with my juniors from IIT Bombay, ITBHU. Very nice to have you, and I'm happy that I could be a little bit help. Maybe this will some of you will find it helpful. Very nice to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Bye bye.